Hello everybody, here I am again. It's Monday morning. The last time I posted was Thursday. I'm back again out at Discovery, here with my dog. If I get a chance, I'll show you my dog. I was able to post that video Thursday. It took me a bit of time to figure out how to do it, but I uploaded it to YouTube and put a link to YouTube, and it was fairly straightforward, so I should be able to do this morning. It took me longer to upload it to YouTube than I would have expected, but getting off the phone to YouTube is time consuming. I just want to keep an eye on my dog. Riley! So what's happened since I last posted? Friday, the governor announced that this closure would be more than 2 weeks, a minimum of 6 weeks. I didn't think the closure would end in 2 weeks previously, and I don't think it's going to end in 6 weeks either. So I think the district is going to reconsider its decision that we won't be doing distance learning. I think that we will be doing distance learning. Consequently, I don't feel a great urge or need to post content this week. I expect that the district's going to come out and tell us that we need to start posting content as of Monday next week. But they haven't made that decision yet, and I don't really know what they're going to do. I think what I will do, just to practice my own abilities in this regard, is I'm going to post a couple of videos of content, which is review for both of my classes, statistics and pre-calculus. On Friday evening, I had a video conference with some of my teacher colleagues, and that was successful. It was on Zoom, which is technology that we possess on all of our laptops. That is, the teachers and the administration possesses it. But the folks that make Zoom have offered it to all schools, and maybe that's the technology that we will use to reconvene at some point. So a video conference with all of you would actually be nice, but it could also be really cumbersome. So I'm not quite sure how that's going to go, but I can still post content without having a video conference. To those of you who saw the video on Thursday or Friday and commented, thank you. Thank you for letting me know that it's being seen. I have a sense that it's being seen by more people than commented. I think I had about 9 comments, but I heard from people who were not even on my class list. So it's getting around, and I appreciate that. Please pass the word that I'm trying to keep in touch with you guys this way. And I do hope to post some review content, a lesson of some sort this week, and I hope that we'll start posting genuine content starting next Monday. But I don't know that. In the meantime, I would like my statistics students to consider a possible project that we could work on while we're disbanded in this sense. We've discussed in class how the youth seem to be impervious to this virus. Not immune, but just not as affected as the rest of us. Well, why is that? There's plenty of speculation as to why that is, but the consensus seems to be that your immune systems are more robust than the immune systems of people like me, older people. And then the question is, well, why would that be? I have a theory, my own personal theory, and I'm no immunologist or epidemiologist, but I suspect that your close contact to each other on such a routine basis exposes your immune systems to a greater variety of pathogens than the rest of us get exposed to. My arm is getting tired holding this up, so let me switch hands here. If that's the case, then maybe we can detect that in the experience as we go through this pandemic. And what I have in mind is, my hunch is teachers who are exposed to you guys might also have more robust immune systems. And if we could gather together a sampling of teachers who are exposed to young people and other professionals who are not exposed to young people and watch their experience as we go through this pandemic, maybe we would detect a difference. Maybe there's a difference between those two populations. So think about this. Think about how we could collect a group of professionals, and I'm talking about older people. I want to see folks that are over 55, for instance, because those seem to be the threatened folks. I would like to see a group that don't have exposure to kids and a group that does have exposure to kids. I'm thinking of teachers for the group that has exposure to kids, and for whatever reason, I'm thinking lawyers for those who don't have exposure to kids. I don't want to go with medical professionals because they're highly exposed to this virus, and that would skew the data. Every year I ask my statistics students to conduct an investigation. Generally I let them do this in teams of 2, but I suspect this might be something we could do together. So start thinking about that. Thinking about your willingness or ability to participate in such a study. And what we'd be doing is gathering a list of folks, those with exposure to kids and those without exposure to kids. And I'm thinking I'd like to see more than 100 in each of those groups. And then we would track them for a month, for several months, but contacting them once a month to ask them about their experience, how they're experiencing this virus, whether they're affected by it or not. And to see at the end of it, whether there's a difference between the experience of teachers who have exposure to kids and other professionals who don't. So think about that. I will start exploring this and fleshing out the details of that study. It would be an observational study. It's not an experiment. We're not going to be experimenting on these folks. We're just going to be observing their experience. I'd like you to start thinking about that. I will post again this week, I promise. I hope you're all doing well. I think you needn't be concerned about your own health and well-being, but you do need to be concerned about the older folks that you know. So mind the advice to stay separated. Unfortunately, it's strange. It's weird times, and we're going to get through it just fine. But it's going to be strange. Anyway. That's all I have for you today. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for spreading the word that I'm putting these videos here. I will be putting more, and I look forward to convening with you in whatever sense that we can. I hope you guys are all doing well. I do appreciate the comments from those who did comment. You don't need to comment again if you've commented already, but if you're seeing this and you want to just let me know that you're seeing it, I'd appreciate that. Thank you very much, and I'll be in touch with you guys. See you later.